What if I told you Toyota has built a Land Cruiser that's more powerful than the old V8, dramatically more fuel efficient, and even better off-road? Sounds impossible, right? Well, meet the all-new 2027 Toyota Land Cruiser. Toyota has completely reinvented one of the world's most legendary SUVs. A retro-inspired design, a powerful hybrid engine, new off-road technology, premium comfort, and features even hardcore adventurers have been asking for. But here's the big question. Has Toyota created the ultimate adventure SUV, or did they ruin the Land Cruiser legacy forever? Let's find out. Welcome back to Alvan Global, your home for the newest cars, future models, honest reviews, and everything automotive. If you love discovering tomorrow's cars before everyone else, make sure you're subscribed, because we've got plenty more exciting reviews coming your way. Now, let's start with what everyone notices first, the exterior. One glance, and there's absolutely no mistaking this is a Land Cruiser. Toyota resisted the temptation to make it look futuristic for the sake of being futuristic. Instead, they doubled down on heritage. The boxy silhouette is back, the upright windshield, the muscular fenders, the squared-off proportions. Everything feels inspired by classic Land Cruisers that conquered deserts, jungles, and mountains for decades. One of the coolest touches? Toyota actually offers two completely different front-end designs. The 1958 edition features beautiful round LED headlights that instantly remind enthusiasts of vintage Land Cruisers. Meanwhile, the standard model receives sleek rectangular LEDs inspired by the legendary FJ62. Which one looks better? That depends on your personality. Retro or modern? Toyota lets you decide. For 2027, there's also something serious off-road fans have wanted from the factory. A genuine high-mounted air intake, better known as a snorkel. It isn't just for looks, it improves dust filtration during convoy driving and allows deeper water crossings when adventures become unpredictable. Toyota also introduces a stunning new paint option called Inked. It's a rich, glossy black that makes the Land Cruiser look even tougher. Every angle screams durability. Nothing feels fake. Nothing feels over-designed. This SUV looks ready to leave the pavement behind. Open the doors. And Toyota takes a completely different approach from many luxury SUVs. Instead of hiding everything inside touchscreens, they kept something many drivers still appreciate: real buttons. Big buttons. Buttons you can actually press while wearing off-road gloves. Imagine that. The dashboard is clean, functional, and incredibly easy to use. Higher trims feel genuinely premium thanks to soft text or genuine leather seating, soft touch materials, and excellent build quality. One of the biggest upgrades for 2027? Passengers in the back finally get heated and ventilated outboard seats. Long road trips just became much more comfortable. There's also a clever center console cool box that circulates cold air from the air conditioning system. Cold drinks, even on scorching summer trails. Wireless phone charging, multiple USB ports, excellent storage, and impressive cargo space make this Land Cruiser just as practical for family life as weekend adventures. Unlike some rivals chasing a third row, Toyota keeps it simple. 5 passengers, 2 rows. More cargo, less compromise.
Now, let's talk about something many longtime fans are curious about: the engine sound. Gone is the legendary V8 rumble. Instead, Toyota uses its iForce Max hybrid powertrain. At low speeds, it's remarkably quiet, sometimes almost silent. The electric motor handles much of the crawling, making technical off-road driving incredibly smooth. Push the accelerator harder, and you'll hear a refined turbocharged four-cylinder. There's a subtle turbo whistle, a muted mechanical growl, and excellent sound insulation keeping cabin noise surprisingly low. Is it as emotional as the old V8? No. Is it smoother, quieter, and far more efficient? Absolutely.
Here's where things get interesting, because despite losing 4 cylinders, the numbers actually improve. The hybrid system produces 326 horsepower and an impressive 465 pound-feet of torque. That's significantly more torque than the previous V8. Even better, peak torque arrives at just 1,700 RPM, which means effortless climbing, better towing, and instant acceleration. Power goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission paired with full-time 4-wheel drive. Locking center differential? Standard. Rear locking differential? Standard. Toyota didn't stop there. The Land Cruiser also includes the brilliant stabilizer disconnect mechanism. With the push of a button, the front sway bar disconnects, allowing the suspension to articulate over massive rocks. More wheel travel, more grip, more confidence. You also get updated crawl control, multi-terrain select, and cameras underneath the vehicle acting like a virtual spotter. Even if you're new to off-roading, the Land Cruiser practically coaches you through difficult terrain. Despite all this capability, it still tows up to 6,000 pounds, and somehow it returns around 23 miles per gallon combined. That's a huge improvement over older Land Cruisers.
Technology also receives a major upgrade. The base 1958 trim comes with an 8-inch touchscreen. Move up one trim, and you get a crisp 12.3-inch multimedia display. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, fast responses, clear graphics, simple menus. Exactly how modern infotainment should work. Off-road enthusiasts will love Toyota's available multi-terrain monitor. Using cameras placed around the SUV, the system shows obstacles hidden beneath the front bumper. It's like having an experienced trail guide riding with you. Safety is equally impressive. Every 2027 Land Cruiser comes standard with Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. That includes adaptive cruise control, lane tracing assist, automatic emergency braking, and proactive driving assist. Whether you're exploring mountains or commuting through city traffic, Toyota has your back.
Now let's talk money. The Land Cruiser 1958 starts around $59,330. The better-equipped Land Cruiser trim starts around $64,175. Considering everything included, that's surprisingly competitive, especially when compared with rivals. Against the old Land Cruiser J200, the new model produces more torque, uses far less fuel, and costs significantly less than many used V8 examples. Compared to the Ford Bronco Badlands, the Toyota feels more refined, more comfortable, and easier to live with every day. The Bronco delivers a louder, more open-air adventure experience. But the Land Cruiser strikes a better balance between weekday comfort, family practicality, and serious off-road capability. It isn't trying to be the wildest SUV. It's trying to be the one you can confidently drive anywhere, every single day.
So, is the 2027 Toyota Land Cruiser worth buying? If you wanted another thirsty V8, this probably isn't the Land Cruiser for you. But if you're looking for one of the most capable, efficient, comfortable, and technologically advanced adventure SUVs Toyota has ever built, this new generation absolutely deserves your attention. It honors its legendary heritage while embracing the future. And honestly, Toyota may have found the perfect balance. Now it's your turn. Would you choose the new 2027 Toyota Land Cruiser, the Ford Bronco, or would you still keep the old V8 Land Cruiser? Let us know down in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Alvan Global, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest car reviews, future model updates, and exclusive automotive content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, right here on Alvan Global.